The future isn't going to be controlled by money. It's going to be controlled by data. And I'll go one further. The future is going to be controlled by narrative. I had a few to talk about today, and it got me thinking about years ago. I did a show with a home automation guy, and we talked about the future. And then all of a sudden money came up, and he was just telling me that the future isn't going to be controlled by money. It's going to be controlled by data. And I'll go one further. The future is going to be controlled by narrative. We clearly saw the control, or actually I would say the manipulation of narrative during the pandemic. We're still seeing it today. Who's ever controlling the narrative is dictating what's going to happen in the future, which is pretty fucking scary. You can't trust politicians. You can't trust mass media. And for the most part, you can't trust social media. They're telling you the narrative. And by all means, if you want, go online and do a Google search for something that they want to control, and you'll see that it won't populate. Shutting down TikTok has nothing to do with China. China is already in bed with all kinds of platforms. It is all about controlling the narrative regarding Israel and Palestine. That's just a fact. This control of narrative is extremely fucking scary. And we should be holding our politicians accountable because they're lying and then controlling the narrative. In the future, we should be dictating that both sides of every conversation should be presented. And that's not what's going on right now. You're dividing everybody, and you're basically trying to create hatred amongst different groups. This is what's scary to the people that are trying to control the narrative. They don't like people actually thinking. They just want people consuming. I'm not hungry for the buffet that they're fucking selling. I want the truth. I want people that are in positions of power, our politicians, to start expressing the fucking truth. I'm tired of this controlling a narrative bullshit. We saw it during the truckers' convoy as well. They lied. It was proven years later. They lied, and no accountability. Again, controlling the narrative. I'm sick and tired of any government, any person, any corporation controlling the narrative. You're going to push people until they start fucking telling you what the truth is and won't care what the narrative is. Have a great week, everybody.